Hello everyone, I am Sightless Combat, accessibility consultant and gamer without sight, and I'm here to bring you a quick demo of just how escape ping in Gears 5 actually works. This is a video that I've seen a few people kind of imply they want to see from me for a while, so I thought I'd put it together and show you just how the feature works. I had the opportunity to consult with the Coalition on this feature, and there will be a link to the article that they put out discussing it in the description. But for those of you who don't know what escape is, it is basically a mode where up to 3 people go into what's called a hive, so a level generated using tiles, and you plant a venom bomb, and that releases a cloud that you basically have to lock inside the hive, and as many of you as possible escape it, hence the name. Now, I'm doing the Wanderer on beginner. I haven't enabled the invincible Mulcher Scions, although I have beaten it with that setting enabled to raise the level up to intermediate. It was quite the challenge, but it was definitely interesting to do, thanks to information I received on a Reddit thread, which was quite cool. Now, I'm doing this solo. I have nobody else with me to do this at all, which is kind of a great way to show how well it works, because, navigating levels without sighted assistance is a constant barrier in games with any kind of sort of 3D movement, seemingly, other than sort of a few notable exceptions where, either parts of it or all of it works. But that's a whole other discussion. So as for classes and characters, we're running Drill Instructor Clayton for this demo, and I'm level 18 Gunner. I will have a list of the cards and their associated levels in the description as well. So with that being said, I will just show how the options work for this. So if we go into accessibility and scroll down,
PV, fabric, navigation ping, escape mode, full path always on.
Yeah, the feature is officially called Navigation Ping Escape Mode.
Audio pings will lead you to the exit. Different audio pings will indicate the next navigation point, door button or mantle point.
Yeah,
X button,
so that hint
defaults,
pretty much explains how
button,
escape ping works in a very basic form, but it's one thing to read about a feature and another thing to see it in action. So there are 4 options for this. Off,
full path
always on, which is what I use, and essentially that gives you all the information without you having to press anything. You'll see why that's relevant in just a second.
Full path on TACCOM.
So it says full path on TACCOM, so basically you have to use your TACCOM, much like you would Fabricator Ping in Horde, or with Fabricator Ping in Horde. So you'd press your TACCOM button and it would give you the information. So, I'm aware of other people who have tried to play it that way, and it does work for them. I've personally never really found a use for it myself, because I prefer to kind of try and speed through the levels if I can.
Next doorway always on.
Next doorway always on, so it only shows you the directions to the next doorway as opposed to having all of the other sound cues, which you will hear the 2 of 3 other sound cues.
Next doorway on TACCOM.
And then next doorway on TACCOM. Essentially the same thing, just with the need to press TACCOM and use that. So we're going to set it to full path always on.
Full path always on.
There we go, and we're going to back out of this menu.
Character, Clayton, 18, tank, gunner, 71,504 /80,000.
So that's just my XP and stuff
button.
reading.
Change setup, left bumper to cycle left, right bumper to cycle
So let's
right.
actually just start the match, and then I'll clarify as we go along.
Menu, left trigger, 0, 08, 07, 06,
And it
05,
counts down.
04, 03, 02, 01, 00.
Yay, there we go.
Loading map.
So I've only beaten this hive a couple of times. Oh, this is about to get loud as well. This intro sequence is always a little loud. Wait for it. There we go.
Loading.
I remember that was even louder when the game launched, and they after a while they did patch it. So essentially the way escape ping works, officially it is called navigation ping escape mode, but the way escape ping works is you have 3 sound cues. You have doors, you have pathway, and you have what they call mantle points, or cover, as I usually term it during my runs. So essentially the pathway is the tiles you're moving on, the doors are, well, doors, and the mantle points are when you can vault over cover. So I will show those as they come up. Doing as the game says, pressing X to start, brings this sequence into focus. There we go. And you will have to press TACCOM to actually start it off, the escape ping. But we will do that now. So you press TACCOM, and that is a door. Now we can actually
take the front door next time?
We can walk relatively slowly towards the door. As we get near enough, that underlying sound means we are close enough to the door to actually activate it, which we are going to do.
Let me get my hands on some grubs.
There we go. And there will be a scion outside this door, which is why we're walking slowly to let my ultimate charge up.
Under attack here.
And now the scion sees us. We're going to try and line it up.
Reloading. We're running out of time.
Good.
Go.
That's done. We're going to grab the scion's gun.
All clear.
If the game won't let us. That's fine. That's okay. We can move. So that
Ready,
ticking
second now.
means the venom bomb's going off. And that's the explosion, of course.
Now that sound is music to my ears.
Now, there are lots of rejects around this corner, around these corners, who are being very stealthy. And we're going to try and move through all of these without disturbing them. So the path turns to our left here, and you can hear that pinging noise. So there's two pinging noises. That one means we're moving through a tile. And then the extra ping on top means the tile has changed or our waypoint has moved. So then we keep following those. And we are out of there. Now there's going to be multiple pings like that. You just kind of adjust to it as you play. We're going to try and move into the middle. We're going to grab a new gun, hopefully. There we go, grab the ammo. So you have to be aware of where your enemies are on the ground as well. So there's going to be... I hope there was going to be one coming towards us. There's a sniper over there. That's slightly inconvenient. But we're just going to try and keep moving. There is going to be a scion up here. So use your reload sounds to figure out what guns you're using. Path is turning left here, so you just essentially turn towards the path and you follow it. That little sound cue there was cover. That was a cover cue. I don't know if I'll be able to find one of those again to show you. Scion up there. Again, using any knowledge you have from playing Horde is a good idea.
Enemy here, let's get him! Large and recharge.
I'd hoped I was hitting him, but I actually wasn't. Okay.
Come on, shoot me like you mean
Fine by
it.
me.
Dead scion rhymes
Good.
with... Now, fuck you.
Nice.
Cover me. Reloading.
So, that sound there is cover. We're going to try and vault over it. Not as cleanly as I would like, but I'll take it. We're going to try and do damage if we can. Just try and kill as many of these as we can.
Hey, asshole, what you doing?
Sometimes you have to get a little sort of hands-on. And unfortunately, sometimes you won't be able to. Nice, that took the sniper out. We're actually going to keep moving then. That's the door to the safe room. And how do we work with doors? We move towards those. We go slightly to the left for safe rooms. Sometimes they work. There we go.
Let's get inside that safe room before any more show up. That's why it's a safe room.
Yeah, sometimes you get turned around on the geometry. There we go. And so the snipers are trying to lock on. Come on. Sometimes these doors can be a little difficult to hit. But we've done it.
Man, am I glad to be out of that shitstorm.
So we've now done an entire act of a hive. This is only a 2-act hive. That's a door, once again. This is where you would check your weapons, you'd reload.
God, come on, you piece
Or I missed that one.
It's jammed.
But let's open this door and trigger the sequence, and we will end the demo there. Because you have seen all 3 cues. Let's move. There we go.
Time to wash up.
Yeah, so the cover cue is a little inconsistent, but the good thing is you can line yourself up with it, and you can utilize that as well to vault over cover in situations where there might be a couple of cover vaults in a row, for instance. So I hope this little demo has been informative.
I can see your signal. You're close to the surface.
And if you... Wait for this dialogue to finish.
See you at the LZ.
yeah, so if you have any questions or
Halftime's
comments about
over, kids.
how this actually
Let's sweep
works,
the supplies and get ready to head back out.
as I say, the flaws are acknowledged in the article,
Up and at 'em, Gears. Let's get the hell out of here.
as well. The flaws being that supplies of ammo and loot aren't necessarily accessible. Neither are pods, because they're not recognized by the pathfinding system.
On me, onward. Come on, shoot me like you mean it.
There we go, that Scion is going to be down
Back to using
with
code.
relatively minimal effort.
We got a Scion.
There we go. And with that, we are going to end the demo here.
Clear.
If you have any questions about the flaws of this, the positive impacts of this, you know, where it's allowed me to play so many escape runs on streams, off streams, with Gamers Without Sight. So Jukesy and I beat a hive a while ago. You know, we've done that together as a team, and that's been amazing. And feel free to ask those down in the comments. With that being said, I will leave the lovely pathfinding sound there as we fade out. I have been Sightless Combat. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.